Hi! So I wanted to do a video today on all is love because I see it a lot, like all is love. And um, for me, I can only say from my own personal experience, I don't have particularly that feeling where I'm just like, oh, I love everybody. For me, that feeling is, it's like when I filled myself up with so much, like when I've come to a complete state of presence or a closed state of presence and I start to feel that inner joy, it builds and it builds and it gets to the point where it almost like radiates out of you, and then you're just naturally more loving because it's like when you're in that state, you don't have anything against anybody, you can forgive really easily, you don't even have to forgive, you're just like, okay, that's part of the journey. When you're in a true state of allowance, you just let things like flow over you, like nothing's really triggering you, and you have so much compassion for people, but it's like a natural overflow of inner energy. This is what I find anyway, and I think we have to be careful with the all is love, I love you all. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, sometimes it is genuine, but I'm a big believer in integration and really being honest and authentic. And if there is something that's triggering you in somebody, rather than just be like, oh, all is love, like, I like to, really look at what it is and then integrate it, so that my experience shows up in a different way. And I do feel there is this easy thing in the spiritual world to kind of bypass some of the integration by, using certain terms, or kind of, yeah, all is love. And I mean, it's great if you really feel that, then awesome. But I think, it's just about having like a little check-in with yourself. Like, do I really feel this, or am I avoiding doing some inner work? Am I not being honest with myself? Am I actually having some triggers or experience some things that aren't loving, and why am I doing that, and where can I fix that inside of myself? And that's, yeah, something that's really important to me anyway. And in this time, I feel, I feel only really positive in this time. And I guess that to some people could, because I can see so many amazing changes happening with the world and how we're going to be when we come out of this. No growth comes without pain. And a lot of us have been on this journey for a long time, and we've cleared so much stuff already. We've gone through all this mass purging. So we're all calm right now, and we're all feeling the higher energies. But as a humanity, there's a lot of people that haven't really started on the awakening path. They haven't been through some of the stuff that we have, so they're kind of feeling all this anxiety and purging and turmoil, and it's really hard to find the balance of feeling so amazing right now, and not and people thinking like, why are they feeling like that? But that just is the authentic truth. I just can't feel anything but positive for where this is taking us right now, because of what I'm feeling energetically. And yeah, there's no awakening that doesn't come without pain and without a lot of suffering. Well, it doesn't have to, but generally, as we release our ego, it's not a super smooth process. So, I mean, that's what the earth is now going through. And a lot of us, we've been doing this for like years, decades now. I think the big shift for me was just moving into like a real state of presence, because once you no longer fear dying and you see the soul as eternal, and you really feel that, and you know that death is just a human experience, and you're no longer scared of it, and you no longer see it in the same ultimate end way, then I think it brings a hell of a lot of freedom, because then there's nothing to fear. You just live in the moment, you just be, you just experience being in the present moment. And when you do that, there's just this real infiltration of joy that rises up inside of you. And I really feel the more people that are kind of getting into these inner states of joy, the more we're rising as an earth, and the more we can feel it when we're tapped into it. But if you're tapped into that energy of fear, of anxiety, of, you know, mass consciousness, then you're gonna like tap into all those energies. So I mean, I really feel like this is a positive place that we're going to on the whole. So I hope everyone's. But I mean, I do just want to shout out that those people that are, you know, key workers right now, and they're right on the front line. You know, that is a huge role that's been taken on there, and you know, much compassion to those people, because, you know, that's a heavy role right now that they are playing. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing early morning classes at the moment where we just do some gratitude and some intention setting. Just have like a good old chat over coffee and do some breath work and some meditation. And it just, you know, it's a nice little way to kind of have some socializing in the morning for the rest of you. I'm sure pretty much everyone, I think, is on lockdown right now. I mean, I can see how this is really unifying our, not just our country, but our whole world, because we've now got all these people that are going through, normally our cultures are so different, but we're all going through this really similar experience. So I feel like there's a lot of bonding happening. And yeah, if anyone wants to join, I'll put the link down for tomorrow's. And yeah, we just chat, we just meet. Gives everybody an encouragement to get out of bed early if you're in the UK anyway. And yeah, just do some like mindfulness and some early morning intention setting and gratitude. And yeah, so I'll pop the link below. And yeah, all right, bye.